Welcome back to another Pokemon Sun and Moon countdown video. For some really messed up reason, I'm never ever able to record when there's something new that happens. And this time, there was a whole bunch of new Pokemon revealed, and I was not able to do anything about it. But I'm here now to tell you guys about these Pokemon, in detail, of course. So the first Pokemon that was shown is called Wimpod, which is a bug and water type under the category Turn-tail Pokemon. Whatever that means. The only thing that I know about this Pokemon is that it's a play on words. You know, Wimp, Pod, it's a Wimp. Its ability is Wimp Out. So when this Pokemon reaches 50% of its HP, it swaps itself out for another Pokemon. I'm not sure if you do it manually or if it's automatic. I hope it's manual, or else that would be really lame. But you know, Wimp Out, it switches itself out. If it's in a wild battle, it will flee. So that's pretty much what Wimpod is. And Wimpod really reminds me of like a horseshoe crab. If you guys have ever been to like a museum or something, they usually have like a water area, or some places do anyway. The museums that I've been to usually have a place like this where you can pick up a horseshoe crab, and it's really gross, but it's pretty much what Wimpod is, a horseshoe crab. Some people have been comparing Wimpod to Kabuto, and I can see that definitely, but it does have like a bug feature like the antennas. It just looks more like a bug to me. And obviously it's not a simplistic design like most Gen 1 Pokemon have. You know, its design is just more, it has more to it than Kabuto does. I do feel like Wimpod needs an evolution though, like something that's completely the opposite of a Wimp, like something big and strong and mean, like maybe something with the word brave or something, I don't know. The next new Pokemon that was revealed is named Bunsweet. Bunsweet is a fruit Pokemon, a grass type. Nothing really going for it except that it looks like Cherubi. It's a very small Pokemon, very insignificant. I mean, cute, right? But kind of insignificant in the sense that it's not going to be very strong. Unless it evolves into something extremely strong and just completely proves me wrong, but I really doubt that. Its ability is Leaf Guard or Oblivious, which is nothing really out of this world. I have nothing to say about this Pokemon, honestly. Everything that I just said is all I could possibly say about this cream puff with, I was gonna make a joke, but I'm not funny. So let me use the Pokemon website for a little bit of help. The Pokemon website's description is as follows. Because it exudes a delicious smell from its entire body, Bunsweet is popular with Pokemon and people of the Alola region. So, you know, they probably eat these guys since it's popular with them because of its aroma, unless you just want to sit there and smell it, and I mean, somebody must have ate it, right? Anyway, Bunsweet's scent has a calming effect on humans. So many people let them live inside their homes as part of an air... What? So, okay, wait. Listen to this. Bunsweet is apparently an air freshener in the Alola region for some people. What a disrespect for life. So you're telling me that you caught this Pokemon, it's living its life inside your home, just to be an air freshener. What? Oh my god. Unfortunately, it's sometimes swallowed whole by Pokemon drawn to its aroma. See, I told you. Okay. When running away from other Pokemon, Bunsweet flees danger by skipping along the ground. Since its bouncy movements don't convey to others that it's actually in desperate flight, no one ever comes to its aid. Dang, wow. Wow, things could not get worse for Bunsweet. I mean, I almost feel bad for... You know what? No, I do feel bad for calling it simplistic and weak and all that stuff. Like, I take all that back. These guys are used as air fresheners. They get eaten sometimes. Like, oh my god, no. When attacked by enemies, it drives them off by rotating the calyx on its head. The downside is how dizzy it gets afterwards. So even when it's trying to protect itself, the thing gets dizzy. When does the abuse end for this guy? I really do not like how this thing lives its life. Like, it's really depressing to me. Another Pokemon that was revealed that I'm not even comfortable talking about is Comfey. Comfey is a fairy type Pokemon, the Posse Picker Pokemon with the ability Flower Veil and Tri-Edge. But why does this Pokemon bother me? Well, it's a necklace. It's a hula necklace that is just known all over the place. Like, I've never even been to Hawaii, and I think I've had like 5 of these before. So that's one thing. A Pokemon made out of a hula necklace, or a hula necklace made out of a Pokemon, I don't even know what's going on there. And it also looks like a Snapchat filter. What? You know the Snapchat filter that makes you look all pretty and stuff? No? Nobody? Okay. I don't understand the process behind this Pokemon, but it's probably going to be really good because Tri-Edge is a new ability that gives priority to its recovery moves. So like, you know, recover or You know, any move that restores HP pretty much has priority. So, you know, maybe with the right stats, this could look like the new Klefki, competitive wise, because Klefki did not look like it would be competitive, but everybody started using it, you know, because of the ability. So I'm sure that this is going to be something similar. Maybe, maybe not. Now this new Pokemon is insane. So Mudsill is the Draft Horse Pokemon, a ground type, and I'm not even going to talk about the ability. I'm going to skip the ability and go into the weight. This Pokemon weighs 2,028 pounds. What? This makes Mudsill the third heaviest Pokemon in existence, behind Mega Metagross and Groudon. And Groudon is the heaviest Pokemon in existence. Wow. Aside from being really heavy, it's also really strong. Apparently, it can drag loads of over 10 tons. This Pokemon is a monster, literally a monster. With one kick, it can turn a car into a pile of scrap. And now let's talk about that ability. Mudsill has the new Stamina ability, an ability that no other Pokemon has had before. With the Stamina ability, this Pokemon's defense goes up by 1 when it's hit by an attack. I'm just gonna let you guys know right now, Mudsill is going on my team. Definitely. So this Pokemon was already covered in Korokoro, but we got some new information on Mimikyu. Nothing too crazy, but just some interesting facts, like, you know, because of the rising popularity of Pikachu style merchandise around 20 years ago, Mimikyu decided to make itself look like Pikachu, which is pretty interesting. And Mimikyu's disguise ability pretty much works like Substitute. It takes damage from an attack one time and it doesn't do any damage. It like pretty much absorbs the damage, and then its appearance changes, which, you know, pretty much means that its head falls over, because that's what we saw in the trailer. So that's what I believe happens. And the reason why it hides under this cloth is because its health actually fails when it's in the rays of the sun. So it's not because it just doesn't like itself or anything like that, it's because its health fails. So kind of like, I don't know, an example would be like Charmander's tail going out, something like that. So it can't be in the sun or else it'll pretty much die. The final Pokemon we got new information on is Bewear, the cuddly but extremely deadly Pokemon, the Strong Arm Pokemon, a normal fighting type with the abilities Fluffy and Klutz. This cuddly bear is probably taller than the tallest person that you've ever seen before. It is 6'11". Crazy, crazy, crazy. When Bewear is acting in a friendly fashion, just swinging its arms around, you must never dare to approach it carelessly. It is acknowledged to be a dangerous Pokemon, even within the Alola region. You may see warning signs posted near places it resides. When Bewear grows fond of its trainer, it may show that feeling in a fond embrace, but the force of that hug is tremendous. Trainers must teach these Pokemon how to restrain their strength when showing affection. Bewear may have the Fluffy ability, a new ability that no Pokemon has ever possessed before. The Fluffy ability halves the damage taken from attacks that make direct contact, but in return, it also doubles the damage taken from fire-type moves. That's not really a bad trade-off. I mean, it's just super effective fire-type moves. Not really a big deal in my opinion. And it wasn't only brand new Pokemon that were revealed, we also saw brand new features. One of the features is called Hyper Training, which maximizes a Pokemon's power. It pretty much lets you see the EVs of the Pokemon, like the certain amount of EVs that it has. Now the Pokemon website explains this as being able to increase the strength of a level 100 Pokemon that you've been adventuring with. So I guess that means that you can't hyper train Pokemon under level 100. I mean, that would be normal training. So hyper training is training a Pokemon that's level 100 already. And the Pokemon website says that this is the first time that this has ever been possible, which I guess is true in a sense when you're talking about the in-game. In the game, hyper training is done by Mr. Hyper, a man who loves to collect bottle caps. Kind of reminds me of James from Team Rocket, but I'm sure that's not going to be Mr. Hyper in the games. I don't know, I mean, you never know what they're going to do these days, but it's definitely inspired from that. And if you bring in bottle caps, which you can obtain in Pokemon Sun and Moon, you'll be able to improve your Pokemon stats with hyper training. Apparently Magierna holds a bottle cap, but since there are a lot of them in Pokemon Sun and Moon, I don't really think that that's really that special. We're going to end off this video with the Pokemon Global link. Apparently now you're going to be able to host your own friendly competitions, which is something that Pokemon has needed for a little while, but that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to click like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.